Topic is people as resource. We are not discussing about people. We will understand. We will be understanding about people, but people as resource. Resources of people. No, people will be resource. Okay. In our lecture, people will be resources. About it, we will understand in deeply. So, what is resource? What happens? Resource aim of people as resource. What are aim of people as resource? What happens human capital? What do you understand by human capital? And what do we understand by human capital? Okay. Investment in short discussion we will understand about investment, and whereas about productivity scale we will understand, whereas about resources, education, health facilities, human capital, and our green revolution when green revolution came in our India, then what happened? Then what happened about this question we are going to find out. Okay. So first of all, what is a resource? As we know our perspective, through our perspective, as we know about resource. Resource means was what a resource help us. With resource we can work more comfortable. We can work a lot of things with resource. So resource obviously, absolutely, it will help us, and it will help us as comfortable means as comfortable we can work through resource. So resource can be in physical form, and now we are going talking about resource. People as resource means people will be resource. So here, what to do people as resource for our country? Okay, what are important so people as resource in our nation, in any nation, in any one nation, and importance of this resource we will understand. So resource. Here, first point is we need to understand what we are going to explain about resource. So it will be context of people as resource. We are not going out of context. We will not go out of context. There was one point to be focused. Now we are going to define of resource word: money, material, stuff, and other assets that can be used on by a person. So by a person, whatever you are looking resource, what money it is resource, material it is resource, stuff it is also resource, and other whatever will be asset, so it will be resource. First of all, these will be resources. So this resource who will use, person we will use. So this resource will be used by person on anything. Okay, on anything. So first of all, we are understanding about the definition of a resource. So here we understood what material that we need to apply in our work. So money, it will be more compulsory to work and in any work. Okay, where through money we survive to our life, and through money we live. So here, through money can be used in any sector. Are you agree? Yeah, absolutely, money can be used, and money are used in sector to build anything, to anything work. Whereas materials, without materials, I would say what it will be incomplete, and whereas I would say what also without money it will be incomplete. Okay, here work of money, work of resource are different way to investment in any sector. So material will be compulsory, and this will be known as what? Resource. Whereas staff and other assets, maybe other assets. There may be other assets. So it will be used by one person, by any person, and it will be used on any particular thing, on organization you can say, and on production, in order to function effectively. any person to work effectively, so this will help, this resource will help as a comfortable, here labor work will be comfortable, whereas our organization person who want to build, who want to make build want to make build what organization, so this organization, this type of organization will be comfortable. Okay, whereas here our labor work will be more comfortable, because our labor will work through resources. And here how organization will be comfortable, here any organization person will think what I need to complete, I need complete this work within limited time. So about the resource we understood, we got it. I hope we are clear. Whatever resources are used in our work, so it help us, that's why we use a resource. And obviously yes, in any sector, in any particular sector, in any particular field, it will help more, it will more help. Okay, without resource we can say what we would be uncomfortable. Aim of people as a resource to explain population. When there would be explained population, obviously it will be known as economy, and it will be known as GDP. Through population, through census, we understand a lot of things. Through population we get data. Through data we find out our health situation and our status of health and status of education. And through population there can be a lot of find out. Okay, there are a lot of find out. So to explain population as an asset for the economy rather than a liabilities. Okay, rather than a liabilities, as I was telling you what, when there will be explained a population, so obviously it will be for economy, it will be for GDP, it will be for some important data from which we can find out a lot of things. Okay, rather than liabilities means here we won't see liabilities, yeah obviously, but here we will see what more asset than liabilities. Okay, liabilities will interfere in our asset, in our economy, in our GDP, in our population. These liabilities will interfere. Next is human capital. Do you know about human capital? I think in our economic chapter we were discussing about 4 factors of production. First is land, second is labor, third is physical capital, and fourth was human capital. Now it's a time to understand in deeply about human capital. When one word, a special one word will come, a special, then we will understand in deeply. And now we are looking what human capital. It is a special to define it. Okay, let's understand about it. Human capital, first of all, we need to understand the question of this, what happens human capital. Okay, human means we are human. Capital, so in human capital what happens capital. Okay, human population can become population, in other word we say census. This word are used in our GDP, in our economy, in a nation. Census is used, whereas we can speak population. So depend on you, depend on person, what do you want. Okay, but in our document of economy, in our document of report, census are used often, census is used often. Okay, more time. So population can become human capital when our government will make investment on our population. Through some resources our government can make investment on public, then our public can become what, human capital. Without any investment, without any making investment on public, it will be impossible to convert into human capital. When our government, and you can say our government will be responsible, because our country, in any country, in any one area operated by a major person. So here I want to try tell you what the population can become when our government will make investment on public. Then our government will realize what I have a skill, I have education, I have information, I have what I have access to go medical, I have access to college, I have means in our surrounding there are what a level college, university, and medical uh, that are known as infrastructure. Infrastructure will be more better, then obviously human capital person will be converted into human capital automatically, because any person want to what to achieve information. Obviously, do you not want to achieve what education? Obviously you will say what yes, I want to achieve education. If infrastructure and other side we can say what infrastructure will be better, then obviously our public will convert into into human capital. But infrastructure who will make better? Our government will be responsible for infrastructure. Okay, our public will be interference in our infrastructure, but here primary will be our government. Why is the government in our country? Why are elected government for a nation? For this, for infrastructure, for country, for welfare. That's why there is elected to our government to leader. Okay, here population can become human capital when investment is made in it. uh, human capital. So these are major resource. Through this resource, our government will make investment this education, training, medical care to public. Then our public can become human capital. So these are resource. Okay, these are required to make investment in our among people, among public. Investment is this is a simple meaning. Investment this is a simple meaning, but to collect money now in present time. In meaning of investment is to collect money in present time, so that in upcoming time we could get more time, more money. That's why we make investment in present time. Because I could get more money in upcoming time later. Okay, committing money now to receive more money later. This educated means a person who will have education. Okay, trained, who have taken who have who have taken training, and healthy person. This individual person is the stock of a skill and also productivity. So this person will have a skill, and whereas this person will have knowledge, and this person will have productivity. They use means person will use this education, training, health. Why? Through this person can work to earn money. Okay, so they use this training and education and their physical labor to work and to earn money. That's why. And with the confidence, someone person can work, and someone person can earn money more through this resource. The earning of entire population, are whatever are earned uh, in are earned entire population, it will be included in our GDP, it will be included in our economy. The earning of entire population of the country together is known as GDP. Okay, earning of entire population of the country together will be known as gross domestic product. This is what we call human resource. Okay, if a persons are included in GDP, why? Because it is able for human capital. It happens able to human capital. Human capital, you can say human capital will be included in GDP. Okay, that's why we say this is human resource plus education and health facilities. Why this word is coming again and again? It is saying it is getting indicated what these are your major resource. Without this we can say what it will be impossible to run any country, and it will be impossible to take next step you to take next step you. Okay, so obviously human resource plus education and human facilities, it will be known as human capital. India's green revolution, when green revolution came, so it was what it helped us more in food material. So India's green revolution is a dramatic example of how the input of a greater knowledge means input of a greater knowledge. If we will have knowledge, if we will have sharp skill in the form of improved production technology. When green revolution came in our country, then our government and our people thought what we needed to create we needed to create a stock from which we can keep this surplus agriculture food, surplus food material, so that in upcoming natural disaster we can fight from famine. It is what famine, when we realize for a long term lack of food, it is known as famine. So obviously when we will not have food material for long term, so it will be known as famine. So here our food production, our stock of food, it will help us in the help us when we will not have food. So when green revolution in our India this came, then our public and our people and our government thought what now we need to create a stock from where we can keep this surplus production, so that in upcoming time where because we don't know famine when will come. So whenever a famine will come, then we can fight from famine disaster. So that's why we need to keep this in stock. Okay, and today through report I am telling you once time famine came in our country, in Bengal state, in our country once time famine come, again didn't come because of greater knowledge. Okay, now we need to move to next, because we have discussed everything whatever here given words, resources, about human capital and about skills and investment word, about green revolution we have discussed. Now in next slide whatever will come, about that we will understand, and deeply whatever will come about that we will understand, we will discuss. Investment in child's health. Today nowadays parents are making investment in their child's health and also child's education. Why like this? Why are parents making investment in their child? So here something will be reason, that's why parents are making investment in their child's health, in their child's education, in compared to uneducated parents. Here any parents would want what any parents would to want what means their children can work comfortable in upcoming time, their children can survive life in upcoming time. So that's why means to live better, any parents want to look their children with healthy and with what happy in children's in their children's life, any parents. So obviously educated parents now what when do we need to make investment on their children? Okay, investment in a child's health and in a child's education can yield returns in the future. Means when one parent will make investment in their children's education, children's health, then in return in future this result of this investment will get in upcoming time. Okay, as I told you, what any parents want to look their children happy and with healthy. Further growth of the society, and also in society there are person who are educated, then obviously this person will grow among society, in society, and then society will grow automatically. Educated parents are found to investment more heavily on the education and health of their children. And here one point I would like to add on, what there will be a difference between educated parents and uneducated parents. So here we can say what there will be what widely difference between educated and uneducated parents. Here, as you are looking, educated parents wants to investment more heavily on their children's education and on their children's health, whereas uneducated parents wants to make investment on their children's health and on their children's education. So here that is reason comes what you can say, because of lack of money, because of lack of employment, because of lack of work, okay, because of lack of awareness, because of lack of access, because of lack of education, uneducated parents are not able to give access, to give education, to give access education to their children. And whereas there will be some major lack of facilities in their society, and also here that will come what education, health, awareness, information. So first of all, first point is coming about money, working, employment, education. If uneducated parents will be uneducated, then obviously absolutely this person couldn't do work according to need, according to requirements. When uneducated person will think what now we need to pay fee to principal, to headmaster, to teacher. Then here uneducated parents will think, and life of uneducated parents will come a lot of issue, a lot of problem, because of money and because of some lack of facilities. And whereas uneducated parents, educated parents can work anywhere. So here educated parents can create anything. Okay, so obviously in upcoming time there will come one day where when educated parents would work. Okay, so these educated parents will force to themselves in working. Countries like Japan have invested more in human resource, and also this country Japan have invested more in human resource and without any natural resource. Whereas you are looking, the country developed Japan without nature resource by only investing in human capital. Means government of Japan have invested more in human resource. Government of Japan. That's why we are looking today what according to report Japan is a developed country. Clear? And Japan country became developed because without any doing investment natural without any nature resource. Okay, the country Japan became developed. Why? Because the government of Japan invested only in human capital. Sectors of economy: primary sector. Second, there are three types of a sector: primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. Primary sector. In primary sector, person who will work according to work of a primary category. Whereas secondary sector, person will work, but person in primary sector who are working here, this person will be different in compared to primary sector. Whereas in tertiary sector, person of tertiary sector will be different in compared to secondary sector. Whereas a person of a secondary sector will be different in compared to primary sector. Person of a primary sector will be different in compared to secondary sector. Whereas a person of a primary sector will be different in compared to tertiary sector. Here one point is clear. What person will be different. Person will be working different category and different category. Let's understand the definition of each sector. First of all, primary sector. Primary means first means basic needs, basic materials. Okay. Primary sector of the economy includes any industry involved. Yeah, any industry will be involved in the extraction and production of raw materials. Industry will come, then industry will extract our material such as farming, fishing and mining. So these are basic needs. This would be basic needs. This would be natural resource. Through this resource industry, that is known as secondary sector. This secondary sector will convert this natural resource into another form. Okay, that's why in secondary sector are required what manufacturing. Through wave of manufacturing, this person of secondary sector so secondary sector will cover activities in which natural resources are converted into other forms through waves of manufacturing. Because in secondary sector that is happening activities. So obviously here manufacturing will be required, uh, that is that will help to convert into another form. Clear. Test sector. Now after changed and after converted, our person of tertiary sector will help to secondary sector and primary sector. So here our person of tertiary sector will help to provide product. So product, here product will have of secondary sector. So here our tertiary sector won't produce any type of product. Here our tertiary sector person will provide service. Okay, so through product our tertiary sector will provide a service. So product will come from secondary sector. Here in secondary sector will required what basic needs, that is known as natural products. So natural product will come from primary sector. Where so here first of all, first basic need are natural resource. Through natural resource in secondary sector are converted into another form. This product when it will be converted into another form, then this product will sell. So our person of our test sector will help to convert into another form. No. Our person of a test sector this will help to provide to provide what service. So point is what this person won't produce any type of a product. Okay, this person will provide service, and what this person will provide service instead of end products. Trade, transport, communication, banking, education, through this help our test sector person will can sell this product. Clear? Now next that is economic activities have two parts. Market activities, non-market activities. These non-market activities are not included in economy, in GDP. Okay, market activities is included in GDP, in economy. So first of all, we need to understand the definition of market activities, the definition of non-market activities. But here, through our perspective, however, somehow we understand any word. Market activities, that is happening in market. So if this activities is providing money, money, then it will be known as market activities. Whereas if in non-market activities, where activities is happening, okay, activities is going on, but this activities is not providing any type of profit to market, to economy, to GDP, then it will not included in GDP, in economy. Okay, so it will be self-conjunction, and it will be self-conjunction, means non-market activities. This word, in another word, it is known as what? Self-consumption. Market activities means it will provide what? Profit. It will provide money. It will be done for monetary gain. Okay, in next slide about it we will understand in deeply through definition of each given word. In the next slide we will discuss in deeply. In next slide we will. Now as you are looking what about it, we are moving to next, because of we need to move further. Okay, in the previous we were discussing about non-market activities, market activities, but now we are going to talk about market activities and non-market activities, but in detail we will discuss about it. And related to this, related to market activities, non-market activities, here given words and sentences and important details about people as a resource. Okay, let's get started. First of all, as you are looking, word is what market activities. Market activities, what happens? Okay, what is market activities? Means if we look, we see this word through word. If we define this word market activities, then we will get what definition? We will get a definition of this word. What means activities? Whatever is happening activities in market, it will be known as market activities. But whereas here there will be apply some condition, means what? Earning point. Okay, earning point activities is happening in market, it is right. But whereas if this activities is giving profit and activities is providing what earning money, then it will be known as market activities. Okay, so earning point and profit, this two word are compulsory to define market activities word. You can look, you can say here what market activities are economic activities, because we are discussing in economic context, that's why it is saying what market activities will be economic activities. That will refer to the action of the individual associated. Means what? In market activities, we people realize what individual person work in different in their different way. Like this never can happen what one person is doing something, okay, whereas a second person will be doing same thing. No, it will never happen. It will never. Okay, it will never happen. That's why it is saying what in market activities, individual people will be involved in market activities. So activities is happening by individual person, and it will be involved in market. Then we say what individual person, this individual person is in market, and whatever this person is doing as activities, so through these activities this person will get money. Okay, and this money will be included in market activities. Then we define about GDP, then we define economy. So this market activities, so my point is what this is better word, this is suitable word, this will be suitable word to define economy and to define GDP. Whereas non-market activities, this word we may define, but whereas role of non-market activities will not be involved in economy and in GDP. Okay, that's why I was telling you. So individual about with the manufacturing, means whatever persons are doing in their different way. So manufacturing, you can say activities. So here manufacturing, it will be a way, it will be lot of a tool. Okay, because one side one person is doing so the same person will be need what a tool. Through tool some person do work through tool. So tool will help to people, to other people, to people, from which a person can earn money more. Okay, and as a comfortable. Okay, any person don't want to face. Okay, any person don't want to involve in a problem situation, in what in extreme problem. If there will be available tool from which tool can help, tool could help to people, then obviously people will accept. So here my point is what to understand what manufacturing means a tool. Manufacturing, which means a tool, and a tool. So by tool activities will happen. Activities will happen. So activities, okay, but with help of a tool, with the help of manufacturing, activities will happen. This was my point to tell you. And absorption of products and service. As you know, products, which means goods, which means product, and whereas a service. So I hope we know about it, what product means, whatever we see in physical form. Suppose this pen is in physical form, means which means we can see this product. So that's why this is known as what product or goods. Whereas a service, this will not be in physical form. This will be in physical form. This will be in visual product, in visual products. That's why we say what a service. Suppose that such as let's take a few example to understand regarding products. As I was telling you, as I was making understand you what this is product, what is product. So this type of product we are looking, we can touch, we can feel, we can touch, we can see this type of product. That's why we say this will be known as a product. Whereas service, so I am teaching you, and other side a doctor, lawyer, engineer person. So this type of a person will provide, this type of a person provides what service instead of a product. This type of people will provide service. Okay, and you can say what through help of a product, this type of a person can provide service. But here this type of person would not provide product. This was the difference between service and product. That's why here given different word. Okay, so you can understand product means what in this will be in physical form, and through this we can earn money. Okay, and through products, through goods, we can use in our work. Okay, whereas a service, so it will be in visual, and it will not be in physical form, it will be in unphysical form. Okay, so someone person is giving service, so someone person will not be giving what product, will not be providing what a product. Okay, this was a difference. These are the difference. These are done for monetary gain, means these are done for earning purpose, for purpose of earning. Okay, so these are done for monetary gain when we define it for economy, and when we define it for GDP, then we say monetary gain. This will be done for monetary gain. Next is whereas we are going to talk about it, means it will be opposite of market activity. So let's understand about it. Non-market activities, first of all it will be self-consumption. Now through self-consumption word we can understand easily what if I am providing what service, then I will not get any type of a profit, whereas you can say I will not get any type of money, then it will be known as self consumption. Means it will be working for me, for myself. It will be working for myself. It will be working for self consumption. Means here I am someone person is providing service to their children. So obviously these children is there is their parents. So that's why this people, their people will give money to their parents. Why? No. So other side, it is a compulsory to refund, but they in our market there are happening two types of activities. One side market activities and other side non-market activities. So define of non-market activities is compulsory because we can understand, we could understand about non-market activities. Okay, let's look through given definition of non-market activities. Non-market activities are those activities primarily undertaken for the purpose of self-consumption. So it is a primarily, it is a primary. Okay, and we can say what through this purpose, through this perspective, what means it is saying what it will be, it is primary purpose of self-consumption. Primary purpose of self-consumption. This is a primary purpose. Okay. Non-market activities. These activities won't give any profit, any type of a profit, as they are for self-consumption. Because of they are for self-consumption. That's why this type of people why will give profit. Okay. The output of the non-market activities is neither for sale, will not be for sale in the market, nor for earning purpose, for earning profit. Get it? Got it? Are you getting? So here we can understand through this sentence what. First of all, our non-market activities won't give any type of a profit because of this people is for self-consumption. That's why this people will not will pay money, will give profit. The output of the non-market activities will not be neither for sale in the market, and whereas nor for earning profit. Education and its role. Means importance of education. Now we are going to talk about it. Now we are going to talk about importance of education and the roles of education. Okay. First of all, someone person will have education, will have access to education. Then in their area, what we'll see, make someone person can make better use of opportunity. Means someone person will have access to education, then after access this person will have a lot of opportunity. So depend on person what to do they want. Okay, what to do they want. So here if we will have education, we will have what if we will be educated person, then obviously we will have a better opportunity to work, to earn. Whereas better earning, obviously here we can say, okay, at least we will be need what education to understand our work, from which we can earn to our business, to any field. Okay, not only business, because there are a lot of people. According to report here in our country, 143 crore there are people 143 crore. So obviously here our people will work in different way. So that's why I am telling you what I am telling you uh, what was I telling you. So next, better skill set. Obviously, look what, if you have education, if you have access to education, then here you will be need to create a skill. Okay, here you will be need to build what a skill. So first of all, primary is what education, then after education, and you can say during education we can, during gain education we can build our skill. Okay, whatever we want. So it is saying what we people can build better skill. Whereas equality we will see in our society and in our area and in our okay, in our state and in our nation. Today if people will treat unequally in their society, in their area, then how will people will live in their society, in their home? So here equality among people is compulsory to treat equally. Okay, why this equality word given here? Because if we understand according to report at global level, then we will realize what not only our Indian peoples are fighting in our country regarding the religion, regarding the discrimination, not only our Indian people, also in other country. And there are some people, there are some country who are fighting among people for a reason, for a discrimination. So here, if a person will be educated, then person can understand what is right, what is wrong. Whereas awareness is compulsory, and you can say what awareness, equality, it is these are link between it. So awareness, this is compulsory because this is compulsory for whatever will happen in future, then obviously people will be aware then in upcoming time people can understand what the solution of a problem. Okay, whereas regarding the work, if a person will be aware, then people can take a decision better. So here in their work, person cannot delay, cannot be late, okay, in their work. Whereas the quality of a population depends on education, literacy, we can say literacy or education. Quality of a population depends on education, literacy rate, health or life expectancy, and skill acquired. If we wanted to grow our GDP, our economy, then these are major elements, you can say. This will be major elements in upcoming time, in future time. education, other side we say literacy rate, life health, second is health, in other word we say life expectancy, and third is a skill acquired, because it will get more money to our country, to a nation, and to GDP. So obviously a skill. After education we will be need to create a skill. Okay. And health, if our health will not be better, better, then obviously how can we survive in our work. Okay. And this will decide the quality of population. The quality of a population ultimately will decide the growth rate of the country. Yeah. And if our education, our literacy rate, our health or life expectancy and skill of people will be better, role of this will be better at at extreme level, then obviously growth of a nation will be more better. Literate and healthy population is an asset. Yeah, obviously literate means educated person, and whereas a healthy population, and this can be compared by individual. Okay, by individual means we can take one person. Okay, one person. If one person will not, and this person will not have education, then you can see what with this person what will happen. Okay. Whereas this person will be unhealthy, then you can see what happened in our hospital to people's. So as I was telling you here, what this will be what major element, whereas it is saying what this two it is this two type of people who will have who will be literate, people who will be healthy. This type of people will be asset for economy, for a nation. Okay, for a nation. It will enhance the national income, obviously, and cultural richness. Means whatever our national income, there is our national income. So gradually our this type of quality population will enhance our national income. Cultural richness. Cultural power of rich should not come, because it will discriminate. Okay, so here basically, if in cultural perspective power of rich will come, then obviously richness then rich power of rich will come in culture. So it is saying what in cultural richness will enhance when people will be literate, people will be healthy. Now we need to move next. What next is provisions in India. What are provisions in India? And I want to tell you what provisions is compulsory in our nation. So now we are going to talk about provisions in India. What are provisions in India? So whatever we will have provisions, then we can understand why are these provisions in India. Okay. So in next slide we will discuss and deeply we will understand and deeply what you will slide. In the next slide we are we are talking about provisions in India. In the in the last previous I was telling you about provisions in India. So here there are some provisions in India from which we can understand what impact of these provisions in our country. What happened impact these provisions in India. First of all, we need to understand about provisions. We need to know about what provisions in our country. Universal access to education. Universal access to education. It is not saying only nation access to education. This our education access of education. This is regarding to universal. Okay, our country will not promote our education, then universal will push to our government to promote education to public. Okay, so that's why it is universal. If our government will not pay attention on our public in the regarding of education, then universal will push to our government to pay attention on public in the regarding of education. So first this is provisions education. So here we were talking about what about literacy rate and about life expectancy rate. So first of all, you are looking what is access to education. So why it is saying and why it is saying universal. This is your universal access. So why this is saying? Because it now what it now so what this will be major element to growth, to be growth a nation, to be growth economy. So it will be first element. Whereas emphasis on girl education today, not today. First of all, in our past about girl education, if we talk about, then we will realize what this category don't get what access to education, didn't get this category didn't get access to education. And today, after universal access to education, today we are looking what equality between boys and girls in the regarding of education. So I am not saying completely we are completely equality we are looking between girls education and boys educations, but yeah, we people can say what 80% not then 70% we can say what we can say what regarding to report, regarding to data, we can say what today between girls and between boys education there are no discrimination in the regarding of education. And if we talk about discrimination in the regarding of education, so we can say what there is a 0% of a discrimination between boys education and girls education. But here I would say what to push girl for the education, there are some parents. So this some parents will have a lack of facilities, lack of employment. That's why it will not be able to provide their children education. Okay. uh, Next, let's understand about Navodaya Vidyalaya in each district. Today, today these are available in each district. Okay. Any parents want to send their children in Navodaya Vidyalaya, then okay, Navodaya Vidyalaya will accept to their children. Okay. To children of parents, to children of parents who want to send to education. So this is related to education. Okay. And this is available, this is available in each district. These are available in each district, but here there will be applied some process. Then vocational and vocational education for a student, these are extra, you can say these are extra, this will be extra education regarding to a skill. A student whatever wanted to create a skill, then our according to our government will provide, our education government will provide a skill among a student. If a student will be interested, then a student can take participate in vocational education. Our universities, our school will give chance to a student in the regarding of vocational education. Whoever a student will be interested, then a student can take participate. Okay. Then midday meal scheme, this is related to food security among children. Here, if our government will provide food to children, then obviously among children we will see what food security. So this will be valid. Okay, this will be limited, means after 9, after 10 class you want to be give but food, you want to be provided food. So here we are looking what age. Okay, we are looking what children, about only children. So in starting first of all, children will be need what, will be need education, and then second is food. And we were talking about I was telling you about life expectancy which is related to health, related to food, whereas literacy rate which is related to education. And our government is providing this type of education, this type of food scheme. Okay, why? Because our government already know what these are our major element to be growth economy. If our public will be weak, then how our economy will be strong? It will be impossible. Then whereas obviously our government, our public will be big, then obviously our economy will not be grow. Okay, if our public will have a skill, then through a skill our public can build their business. Now through this when people will be earning money, then this earning will be calculated in GDP, will be calculated in economy. Okay, clear? So now I hope you will be able to understand why these are important to be in our country, to be in a nation, and these are provided by our government, and these are provisions in our country. Okay, clear? And whereas this as we were talking about it, so we saw what these are related to education, and these are related to these were related to health, related to food security. Next is what happened progress in India. Only in our country we are going to talk. So what happened progress in India? Let's look. The expenditure on education as percentage of GDP, if we look, then rose from 0.64 percentage in 1951 to 1952 to 3.1. So here we can look number of rows. Okay, number of rows. So from 0.64, and it have increased how 3.1 percentage in 2019-20. So only this report is talking about expenditure on education. Okay, expenditure on education according to percentage of GDP. If we look, then this rose from this have rose from 0.64 percentage in this time, whereas it have increased how 3.1 percentage in 2019-20. Whereas the literacy rate have increased. This was expand on education. This was okay. Whereas now literacy rate have increased, means person who were educated, person who were educated. So person who have education, who have gain what education. So the literacy rate have increased from 80% in 1951 to 85% in 2018. So this number is higher. Our literacy rate had increased more in this time. Okay, clear? So here we can see what this happened more happy. Okay, literacy among males is nearly 16.1% higher than females, means here percentage of a female didn't give. So if our literacy among males is 16.1% higher, then obviously our female literacy among people will be low in compared to 16.1%, and it is about 14.2% percentage higher in urban areas. Okay, as compared to rural areas. So here we can find out what if this number is in urban areas, so obviously in rural areas will be less. Clear? As per 2011 census means when it is done for population. Okay, so instead of a population we can say what is census. So it is used more in our economic data and in our for nation it is used for more. As per 2011 census, literacy rate varied from 94% in Kerala. Only a state it is the same. So only in Kerala literacy rate varied how 94%, and in Bihar state 62% it varied. Now our context is unemployment. Only in context of in unemployment we will be discussing. Unemployment is when people who are willing to work. Now if I am not willing to work, then I will not be unemployment. If I am willing to work and I didn't work, then I will be unemployment. Unemployment, it is defining what unemployment is: when people who are willing to work but cannot find job. In the case of India, in our country, what is case? In the case of India, we have unemployment. India has unemployment in both rural and urban areas, obviously. So here our rural person will be more unemployment, because in a rural person we look what lack of facilities. If facilities will be available in rural areas, then our rural person will work comfortable and will create a lot of things. And whereas you can say what in urban areas will be available, then why our urban person is not providing employment? Why? Okay, but here my point is what between rural and urban areas, what how many as people are working in urban areas as a employment, then in rural people are not working as employment. Okay, how many people are working in urban areas, whereas in rural areas people are not working because of people realized what lack of facilities. So here we can't judge on people, because when people will involved, we don't know. Seasonal unemployment and disguised unemployment, what are the difference between this unemployment? Okay, what will be definition of seasonal unemployment and what will be a definition of a disguised unemployment? Let's understand about it. In the case of India, definition of a seasonal unemployment will be what? When our season will come to work, then our people will work as unemployment. When our season will go, then our people will be unemployment, because if our season will come, then people will be able to work. Our person will be able to work. Here I want to add other point is what was I telling you? Season will come, then our government will be able, our people will be able to work in agriculture field. Whereas the season will go, then our person of rural areas will be unemployment, because season is going. So according to time, this is happening according to time. Okay, according to season. That's why here given seasonal unemployment. Now, through word we can understand the definition of word. So if season will come, then our person will be able to work in their agriculture field, whereas the season will go, then our person of rural will be unemployment. And it is used unemployment. Same here, according to word we can define this word. Okay, disguised means hidden person. Okay, hidden person. In a field, in a factory, person are working how many? 10%. Okay, 10% are working in a factory, in a small factory. Whereas in a factory, people are need how many? 5. But here people are working 10. This is not problem. Our problem is what? Problem will be, there will be problem what? When owner of a factory who will provide what? Salary. Okay, who will give salary. This person will not give according to man, then this will be hidden, then this will be disguised unemployed, because owner of a factory now what I need to keep employment how many? 5 people. Okay, so here 5 people with their friend, with their company are working. Okay, so here 5 people are hidden. So here 5 people will get salary, whereas 5 people will not get salary. So we are looking what? 5 people are hidden. It is known as disguised unemployment. Okay, here person can do one thing what? Among person will people will think what? Let's distribute our salary among money. So here it is what? It is you can say it will be disguised unemployment, because according to man is not getting salary, and owner of how will owner provide salary? Unnecessary. Yeah, unemployment is a common phenomenon in our country according to population, according to census. Not only in our country, our unemployment is a common phenomenon. Also in other country, unemployment is a common phenomenon. But here we are saying why? Because whatever have number of population in our country, it is higher in compared to other country. That's why it is said what? Unemployment is a major phenomena in India, in our country. Many youth who educated cannot find a job. Obviously, person who are educated, this person will face a lot of in the regarding of willing job, willing work. Also educated person will face. But here we can say what? This person can build a skill, then through a skill this person can create work. Okay, educated youth, people who are an asset for the economy, for the nation. So this type of people, this type of asset people anytime can return in liabilities. I hope you know about liabilities and about asset. Asset is better, but whereas liabilities is not better. Liabilities will come when asset will come, but liabilities will come more in compared to as compared to asset. Then it will be it will be it will be high problem. Okay, it will be high problem. Here asset should be more as compared to liabilities, then it will be more better. So this type of asset people anytime can return into liabilities. Okay, that's it about the people as a resource. We were talking about people as a resource. Our topic was people as a resource. People who were a resource. About this type of a people we were discussing in this slide. That's all.